Hey friends, welcome to another Wolverine live stream. If my computer isn't going to keep acting up anyway. So I know I did a live yesterday and so many of you guys logged on and were so kind and said things like, you're beautiful and we know how you're feeling and it's okay to have bad days. And I just really wanted to say thank you and how much I appreciate that, like from the depth of my soul, because yesterday was a hard day. Today I'm feeling better about myself, like on an emotional level, but man, the fatigue is just kicking my butt today. So I haven't really done too much. I did finish processing the soap that I made yesterday, and I put up a video of that process for you guys. I think it's about 10 minutes long. It just kind of goes over the basic soap making process. That was really enjoyable. And then today, I have to make sure not to show you guys my address because it's a live, but I got mail, and I'm really excited about this because I know what's in here. That's upside down. I know what's in here, but it's still really fun to like show you guys yarn for the first time ever. I don't think I've ever opened one on here. And then I also got the Crochet World April issue. So cover my address. So there's some pretty cool stuff in here as well that I want to show you guys. So yeah, let's like get right into it. I also am working on, and it will be a little while, but I am working on the Trinity Stitch baby blanket tutorial that you guys have requested. This one will go up first because it was the first one that I shared with you guys. And then after that tutorial, I will be doing the rainbow baby blanket that you guys have all just been in love with, the Lark's Foot baby blanket. So that's what I'm working on crochet wise. And then I do have a unique project from my kids. I don't know if you guys do this in your households or not, but whenever one of my kids' plush toys breaks, I get to do surgery. So I have to do surgery on this turtle because he's leaking rice. So this is my son's turtle. And he actually goes in the microwave. And yeah, he needs surgery. So that's on my to-do list for projects as well. And other than that, this morning, like I said, just cut up the soap, and now it has to cure for 2 weeks before it's usable. And yeah, so I'm going to open this. I'm just going to tear into it like an animal. So excuse any kind of like rustling that you hear, but I'm excited because I know what this is. And I'm going to tell you what I'm going to make with it too. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I, for one, love Knit Crate's new compostable packaging. It's made out of cornstarch. Like, how amazing is that? So, it's so squishy. Okay, so what this is, I told you I'm just going to tear into it like an animal. I got myself 8 hanks, plus the 2 that I got in my monthly subscription box from Knit Crate. I got 8 hanks of this. It's so soft and lovely. I love it so much. And it is the Uru Yarns Chonk. And the color is Shiraz in the City, which I don't know how well you guys can see that. It's like a deep charcoal, light black color. And it's 82% merino wool and 18% Peruvian Pima cotton. Super bulky of 109 yards, 100 grams. Machine wash, gentle cycle, lay flat to dry. So the reason I'm so excited about this is because I have never made a sweater before. And I am going to make a sweater out of this. It's so thick. It's like super chunky, super soft, super beautiful. I'm so in love with this yarn. And I have two hanks of it already. So now I have 10. I went overboard because I thought that I needed 10 hanks of this because you need 10 hanks of like a worsted weight yarn. And I did the math wrong because brain fog, thank you, Eds, and ended up with 10 skeins of this. So once I figure out how many hanks of this that I actually need for this sweater, I'll see how many I have left over. If it's enough to make 2 sweaters, cool. If not, I might have to find another project. It might be a blanket quantity of yarn. But I was thinking about maybe giving one of these as a prize in one of my giveaways. So maybe like Probably not the 200 giveaway, but maybe, you know, when I hit 500 or something big, I want to do like a big package of a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But I do plan on giving at least one of these away, because I love Knit Crate yarn. I love my subscription. I love everything about them. So not sponsored. I just love getting yarn in the mail every month. Hi, Anvita. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Hello. I hope that you're good today. I was just saying that I'm really excited about this yarn. But also, I know yesterday I issued a challenge to you guys, and the challenge was to be nice to yourself for 24 hours and see how it goes, see what you're up to. So I wanted to talk about what I learned from that. It's so hard to like stop yourself from being mean, and then not only to stop yourself from being mean to yourself, but then to like really make the effort to be positive. It felt so much like work over this past day. I know it hasn't quite been 24 hours, but I'm still working on it. And I will say that I did, at the very least, I became extremely mindful of how negative I was being towards myself. And so I have been catching myself. And the thing that I've been saying to myself today, because I'm so tired and fatigued, is you deserve compassion. To myself, I've been saying you deserve compassion. You deserve rest. You are not worth any less just because you can't do a lot today. And so that's kind of been repeating in my head. And I got to tell you that like my mood has increased so much just from that, just that one day of mindfully being kind to myself. I have seen such a huge difference. So for those of you who did the challenge or are doing the challenge with me, keep at it. It really does make a huge difference, because I can stand myself today. I really can. I like myself a lot better today than I did yesterday. So thank you guys so much for that support and like being willing and open to do it with me, because I think it's awesome, you know, to support each other on this self-love journey is such a huge boost, you know. Thank you, Anvita. I try really hard not to put myself down. It's just sometimes, you know, you get in your own head, or like you don't feel well. And so that equates in your mind to like negativity. And so I became mindful of it yesterday. And so today, since yesterday, about this time, a little bit later, I have been purposely being kind to myself, and it's made a huge difference. I'm so sorry. My camera is so shaky, you guys. I'm on my bed again. It's where I do my videos. So, yeah, I try really hard not to put myself down, but we all do it from time to time. And I'm getting better about it. So I do appreciate that support and that love that you guys showed me. So I'm like literally sitting in a pile of yarn now. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, just let me open the cover so you can't see my address, is Crochet World for April. So this is the first edition of this magazine that I've ever gotten. It said it was supposed to come with a free gift, which I did not receive. So I will be contacting their customer service to find out if that's on its way separately or what. But it was supposed to come with a set of crochet hooks, and it didn't. So I'm already disappointed. But there is a few projects in here that I thought you guys might like to see before you end up buying it. This is a beginner-friendly Afghan pattern, 54 by 58 inches long, so it's like throw-sized, and it uses a medium worsted weight yarn, and it is beginner-friendly, even though it looks somewhat complicated. And it only takes, let's see, it says it takes 10 skeins of the color oats, 5 skeins of gingham, and 3 skeins of butternut in the Baracco Vintage medium worsted weight acrylic. Of course, with any worsted weight yarn, you could use any worsted weight, especially since it's acrylic. So whatever worsted weight yarn you like. Could be Paintbox Simply Ran, could be Red Heart Super Saver. But I thought that one was really cute. And it says confident beginner is the level. I love the way that they rate these. Like they have this little, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There's like a number scale there, and it says confident beginner, and then it has like a 1 to 6 rating on the difficulty of their projects. So if you are a beginner, you know, you can, if you're a confident beginner, you can make this blanket. I love the colors. I love the colors on Vita. It's, I mean, Either one. I mean, this color, yes. This color, yes. Actually, I can't think of any yarn that I don't love. Might be in it like an addict or something. So that's the first project that's listed in the April edition of Crochet World. And the featured project, because they kind of have a feature, the one that's featured on the cover is a pillow. And I thought it was just like a square pillow like this, but it's actually, if I can find it, I should have bookmarked it. I'm so unprepared for my own live stream. I was like, I'm going to log on and see who's there, see what's up. I'm just going to do it. Because I figured out that like when I try to plan for it, I build it up in my head to this point of like sheer terror, and then I can't do it. So, so you guys get unedited, nervous Nelly me. So this one says it's easy. It's rated 3. So again, it's a beginner project. And it is the cutest thing. It's this little flower pillow. And so the cover makes it look like it's, you know, that size, but it's actually, it would be perfect for like a love seat or a bench. If you have like, my grandma has this really pretty wrought iron bench on her front porch. It'd be perfect for that, especially if you did it in, you know, something waterproof. So that's a really cute project that I'm looking forward to doing. And then there was one more in here. On the back, like the very last page, they show you all the patterns that are in this month's issue. So I'll just kind of like the slow scroll. There's some really pretty things in here. So the one that I'm the most excited about that I might actually make is probably this little, I think it's called the Poppy Cardi. This one here. And it's on page 38, so I'll find it really quick and show you guys the big picture. Because I think I'm finally ready to start making wearables. This one is rated a 4, so it's for intermediate crocheters. I would say that I'm an advanced intermediate crocheter. I just haven't done any clothing. But that's the one I'm most excited about because, oh my gosh, how cute is that? It's like a little librarian sweater. It's so adorable. Hi, Whisper. How are you? I'm good. Sorry, you guys are getting close up my face, but I was just going through the April edition of Crochet World and showing off some of the patterns that I'm excited to make. And then there was one more. There it is, page 22. This is the last one I'll show you guys because this one, who knows when I will get to make it, but it's called the Climbing Clematis Throw. It's moderately challenging, so it's actually rated 5 out of 6. I don't know if you guys can see that very well or not. Isn't that gorgeous? I love all these flowers. Like, there's so many flowers in this magazine because it's the first spring one, so it's really exciting. And then, you know, what I really love about this too is, I guess, and this is what actually made me subscribe finally, is that every month they have a different tutorial in here. I know I could find it on YouTube, but sometimes you like to read. And the tutorial for this, so they publish every 2 months, I think. So this is the April one. There'll be another one in June and then another one in August. I think it's 6 times a year. But the tutorial for this month is how to dye your own yarn, which I have done exactly one with my kids. We got a kit from Knit Crate, which I have been a happy subscriber to for almost a year now. We got a kit when the pandemic first hit, and they didn't have their yarn, and they did a dye your own yarn kit. So it came with... I can't remember exactly. It's a fingering weight wool yarn, 100% wool. I can't remember if it's superwash or not. And 2 packets of Kool-Aid. So if you guys hold on 1 second, I'll actually go grab the yarn I made with my kids and show it to you because I know exactly where it's at. I'm going to show you. It's the only yarn I've ever dyed. I'll be right back. Now I feel like Tracy. I pulled a Crochet Rocks move there and I left and came back. So this is the only yarn that I have ever dyed in my life. And I haven't used it because I have no idea what to make with it. But it's Kool-Aid. We used Kool-Aid to dye it. I wish I could get a better... It doesn't really show you the pattern. Like, the real colors are so saturated. Maybe it's the lighting. Let's see. Don't mind my messy yarn shelf. There we go. It's like fire colors. It's orange and red and just, oh, it's so gorgeous. And super soft. We made 2 skeins of it, 2 hanks, and it was really, really fun because what I got to do is get the yarn all wet, and it smelled horrible, got to be honest. And then I gave my kids, we put the Kool-Aid in water in mugs, and I gave my kids those little droppers, like science droppers, and we just sprayed the yarn with Kool-Aid, and it was so much fun. So I definitely want to do more of that with the kids because that's one of my favorite yarn-related memories, and I know that my children will cherish that forever. And it smelled amazing, so I feel like I might end up being a Kool-Aid yarn dyer. I don't know if I can sell that or not. Would people buy it? I mean, probably. It looks really professional. It looks like we have, skills of some kind, but it came out really well. Yeah, I think it would make a nice shawl. It's just not a color that so I tend to stick to like cooler colors, like purples and blues and things. And so I want to make something that I would use because I cherish this yarn. That's why I haven't used it yet, because I just love it so much. So I'm still working out in my head, like what to make with it. It would be a beautiful shawl. Absolutely. I don't really wear those colors. Like orange doesn't really look good on me. It makes me look kind of sick. But I mean, it is really pretty. I wish, like, when I get up to 1,000 subscribers and I can do lives from my phone, then I'll show it again because you really can't see the color that well. Because the red is like really cherry red and the orange is beautiful. Yeah, a pair of socks would be cute. I don't know. It's so hard because there's so many patterns out there. It is a fingering weight yarn. And I know there's, I don't know. I can't commit. I might just keep the yarn forever because I cherish it so much. Like maybe that's it. Maybe I just need to keep it forever and not make anything with it because I love it so much. Or maybe when my kids grow up and have kids of their own, it'll be like the first baby blanket or something. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. It would make a great pair of socks. It would make an awesome shawl. It would make a cute bag. It would make a great hat. It's just, every time I even think about using it, I just can't. It's like my children, because I have 2 kids and I have 2 hanks. So, well, 2 cakes now. I'm sorry about I look a little washed out. The lighting is intense, and I apologize for that because I have my room light on, I have my window open, and my computer thinks that we still need the flash. So I'm not really this pale. I am pale, but I'm not this pale. Yeah. I love dyeing yarn with my kids. I would love to do some chunky yarn or some like worsted weight yarn because I want to teach my kids how to crochet, and how fun would it be to like make your own, like to dye your own yarn and then to make yourself a hat or a blanket or whatever with that. So that would be a lot of fun to do that with the kids. Do you sell kits for like dyeing your own yarn, Whisper? Because if you do, yeah, I would love to share your link. So I will put my email in the comments or the description box of this video when it goes to like a regular video. Email me with your business information, and then next time I make a video, I'll mention it because I would love to buy some kits to do this with. Thank you, Anvita. I mean, I don't think I look bad. I just feel like it's really bright. Like, it's actually so bright that it's blurring any imperfections. So I guess it's flattering. You don't make kits, you just sell the yarn. I was thinking about buying some, I do have some, I think it's Premier Yarns Roving, and it's undyed. It's just natural colored yarn. I was thinking about dyeing that. Yes, tie-dye kits. We do tie-dye a lot. My kids and I are obsessed with color. We love to play with color, so that would definitely be a fun one. We might actually still have some tie-dye stuff now that you mention. And Easter's coming up, so there's like the egg dye kits and that sort of thing. So that might be a fun project as well. So yeah, I don't know. I would love to get more into yarn dyeing. It's just that I have so much yarn already, and then I don't have the space because I have my yarn shelf, I have my closet full of yarn, and then I have an apothecary, and like I just don't have anywhere to put the supplies. Like there's no room in my kitchen because that's where we homeschool the kids, and I mean, there's just there's nowhere to put it. I have nowhere to put it, so it's hard to like. I could do like a small dye batch, like I could do like 2 hanks at a time, but anything bigger than that, I don't have the space for. Easter egg dye tablets work well. I really like the Kool-Aid thing because they smell so good. Like my house smelled amazing because you have to heat it up in the microwave and then you put the Kool-Aid in, so it's like this hot Kool-Aid smell that hits you in the face. It smells so good. And what was amazing to me and the kids is that because you have the yarn in the water, when you put the dye on, the water turns clear because the yarn actually soaks up all of that dye, which was so cool. It was like a great science experiment. So yeah, I mean, everybody's been encouraging me to get into dyeing yarn, and I feel like I would be pretty good at it, and I feel like I would really enjoy it. It's just a space issue at this point. Like I have to choose my hobbies. I have so many because I have like beading stuff, and then I have my apothecary, and then I have like all of my crochet things and a knitting machine. Like I'm out of hand. My husband has like a sketchbook and a few pencils, and then like the rest of the house is is me. So yeah, when the water's clear, the color is set. The only thing about it that I didn't like was the smell of the actual like raw wool when it got wet. That was not a nice smell. Because it smelled like sheep in my kitchen, I guess. But it was fine. Once it dried, it didn't smell like anything. So, but that was intense. It was like an intense goaty smell in my, in my kitchen for a while, mixed with Kool-Aid. So it was like a fruit-flavored goat, or I guess a fruit-flavored sheep. But yeah, I would love to, like, I don't know. I love hand-dyed yarn. I really like the tonals, where it's like purple and then a darker purple on top. I love tonal yarn. I think that's my favorite. But yeah, it does. So it was Knit Crate, and they get all their stuff from Dyer Supplier, which, they're mucilin free and they're cruelty free, which I appreciate, but they definitely did not take the time to like de-stink the yarn. You'll have to let me know who your supplier is, Whisper, because like, yeah, the Dyer Supplier's yarn, at least this yarn stunk only when you got it wet though. Like the rest of the time it smells fine. Like right now it smells fine. It smells good. It smells fine. But my dog was really interested in it when it was wet. It was not a great smell. Yeah, that's the most important thing for me, Whisper, too, is like I will not buy yarn if it's not cruelty free, if it's not mucilin free. I absolutely will. I'm not a vegan or anything. I do eat meat. I'm not a vegetarian. But as far as like the wool industry, the idea of mucilin is so cruel and awful. I can't support it. So I'm really glad to know that Knit Crate's yarns are all cruelty free. Again, not sponsored. Probably should be. I just get them every month, and I love their yarn. I mean, look at this stuff. It's so squishy. Does anybody else ever describe their yarn as chewy? Like, you want to like, It's like chewy. Oh, okay. So this shipping probably wouldn't be worth it for me if your supplier is in Germany. So there's a lot of like small, because I live in Colorado, and there's a lot of small like alpaca farms and stuff here. So I'm sure I could find somebody wholesale or whatever, but I don't know that I would get into it enough to really like sell it. I just more want to dye my own yarn, like for my own pleasure. Oh, that's not, yeah, standard shipping. Well, I don't know. It depends, because right now, because of the COVID pandemic, customs can be ridiculous from the UK to the US. It's so insane. I don't know how it would be from Germany to the US. I'd have to look, but yeah, there's been some some upcharges for all this like logistical nonsense that we have to deal with. And then our post office, not to get political, but during the last administration, the post office almost closed down. So we had a lot of trouble over here with shipping. So shipping is not, it's not great right now. Let's just put it that way. Without getting too far into it, we almost lost the post office. It was almost really bad, but they're still in business and they're getting back to normal. So that's, things are improving. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, say a little prayer, you know, all that. Just so. But yeah, for a while it was ridiculous to ship anything anywhere because the post office was really struggling. They were really struggling. I know some of my orders got shipped and it took like 5 or 6 weeks for them to get there. It was ridiculous. And that was like priority mail. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Whisper is just getting a ball of wool because I do have some. I got some from a yarn swap that I did, and it's I think it's Premier Yarn Wool Roving, and one of it is almost the same color as this Bernat. It's like almost this white, off-white color, that color, oatmeal, I guess, and then the other. No, I guess more of an ivory. The other skein is like a almost brown, like a really light brown. Oh, I actually have a yarn swift, so I wouldn't have to wrap it around the back of a chair. I have a yarn swift, thankfully. I bought a cheap one off of Amazon because I buy so many hanks, and my hands are terrible. I hate winding things into a ball. And my kids don't like to sit there like this forever because I don't ever use a chair. I use my kids. I make them sit like this and hold the yarn, you know, old school. Because I had to do that for my grandma when I was little, and I remember hating it because you have to keep your arms up for so long. So I got a yarn swift and a ball winder so that my kids don't have to be, you know, my yarn posts anymore. Did you guys ever do that when you were a kid? You had to like hold yarn for somebody to wind it. It took ages. I felt like I had to sit there forever with my arms in the air. This old school. Your man spoiled you and gave you a wooden swift and a ball winder set as well as a yarn skein holder. That's awesome. I have the Knit Picks yarn ball winder, so it's just plastic, and then the swift that I got is like, I think it's aluminum. It's aluminum and plastic, but it folds up really small, and you can do it horizontally so that it spins this way, or you can do it vertically like a Ferris wheel. So it's great because a lot of times I end up winding yarn in bed. Like today is an in-bed day. It's just not safe for me to get up and walk around because I could really hurt myself. So it's not being lazy, it's self-care. See, I'm being kind to myself. Today I am taking care of myself, with the exception of the Dr. Pepper I'm drinking. Treat yourself. Not always the most healthy thing, but yeah, it's an umbrella swift. It's so cute. It's like blue, and it comes in this little, I'll have to do a video about it because I think I did a video of my yarn winder, but I don't know if I even showed the swift. Honestly, if you guys asked me which videos I've done so far, I would have no idea. I have no idea. I don't remember. I know that I did a soap one this morning, and that's it. That's all I can remember. And then yesterday I did the Be Nice to Yourself challenge. Like those are my memory is so bad. Yeah, that's how. Do you have Eds too, Whisper? I think you and I might have talked about this before, but yeah, I have. So for anybody who's here that doesn't know, I have a connective tissue disease called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And basically what it means is that my collagen is stretchier than it should be, and my joints don't like to stay in their place. Yeah, Whisper, you have heads, that's what I have too. Although I haven't had the genetics done to rule out the rest yet. So they do not know which gene causes heads or hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So until they find the gene, there's not really much treatment. There's no cure. It's just something that we have to live with. So a lot of times when you guys see me in my bed, I'm in my bed so that I don't dislocate my hips or my spine or it's a terrible disease. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that your child has it too, Whisper. We suspect my son might have it, but it would be milder than what I have. He has never dislocated anything. He's just kind of bendy. And then my daughter is bendy as well, but not as bendy. She's a lot more solid. So hopefully neither of them have any of the issues that I've had with it. It's everything. Ribs, shoulders, fingers, hips, knees, ankles. I can't wear regular shoes because my feet actually dislocate when I pull them off. I have a wheelchair. I think I did show my wheelchair in the video I did about like helpful things for eds. But I might make a video of me in my wheelchair one of these days when it's not all snowy out and I can like get a good video, and you guys can check out Dorothy. That's her name. But yeah, I have to wear a knee brace whenever I walk because my knees give out too. I'm so sorry your kiddo has those problems. I mean, it really is a crap disease. Oh, that's awesome that he got his finger splints. I need to get some. I've been slacking. I don't want to spend the money. I know that I should. I deserve nice things and to be taken care of, but I just haven't done it yet. So that's next on the list. I have a neck brace, 3 knee braces. I have a sacral brace. I have a shoulder brace. I have compression sleeves. I have a posture shirt. I mean, being a zebra is expensive. It's insane. I can't believe how much money I have spent on being a sick person. Like I got special pillows. It's insane. But luckily, I have yarn to keep myself sane, right? Yeah, mine was all covered. Well, the braces weren't all covered by insurance. I paid for a lot of those out of pocket, but my wheelchair, thankfully, was 100% covered by my health insurance. It's a $20,000 wheelchair. There's no way I would have been able to afford it on my own, so I'm so grateful that insurance covered it because I definitely need it. I use it every day now. Not all the time, but like I do use it at least a little bit of the day. Like when I start to get tired in the afternoons and it's not really safe for me to walk around, I use my wheelchair. So, yeah, I'm glad that you have all the coverage that you have, Whisper. That's wonderful because here you don't always get that. Anyway, yeah, again, I don't have any plans for these things. So when I pop out, I'm just like, hey, I'm going to do a live. That's literally what I say to my husband. I'm like, I'm going to do a live. And he's like, okay, I'll keep it down out here. I'll keep the kids under control. Knee brace, shoulder brace, finger splints, wheelchair, walking sticks, crutches. Does he have the smart crutches? Because I just got mine and they're amazing. I love them so much. They're so awesome. Like I can't use them all the time because my legs just really aren't that great. But yeah, health store. Yeah. I have like specific drawers just for my braces, and then I have to plug in my wheelchair. It's so like there's a lot. I have a lot of stuff. So much stuff to be sick with. But you know what, Whisper? Something that has been helping me lately, I don't know if it's safe for kids or not, though, is, what is it called? Let me find it. Let me rummage. This one. I just started taking this one. I would talk to your son's doctor before giving him that, obviously, but it's MSM, glucosamine, and chondroitin, and a bunch of other junk. It's been helping. And then I've also been drinking aloe drinks every day because those are supposed to lubricate your joints and help with the digestive issues. So, yeah, I love my smart crutches. I had to pay for those myself. My insurance would not cover them. So, $189, worth every penny. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you have what you need. I do know I have like a couple of friends that can't afford similar braces, so I give a lot of my braces, like hand-me-down braces, to friends, but I'm thick, so a lot of my friends are like these smaller people, and so my braces don't always fit them because I'm like, I'm robust. You'll send me a bottle of herbal. It's an herbal topical cream. That sounds amazing. I actually make, I'm sure you've seen it, my Badass Balm. And then I have a friend who makes, I'm going to rummage again. Sorry, guys. This stuff. My friend Carla makes Canna Cream. And it's MSM Cream, olive oil, cannabis infusion for rapid pain relief. And this stuff, I got to tell you, is amazing, but I don't think they can ship it overseas because it has cannabis in it. So I'm very blessed to live in Colorado. It's legal here. And I also, because I'm a giant child, I take chocolate flavored calcium. It's my reward for remembering to take my vitamins. Self-care, right? Got to take care of yourself. If that means eating chocolate with your vitamins, then that's what you got to do. So, yeah, I mean, I would love to have it. I don't have a P.O. box set up yet. I need to get one set up because a couple of people said like that they want to send me things. They want to send me yarn, or they want to send me pain things, and I'm open to it, but I need to set up a P.O. box. So maybe I'll do that this week. So that way you guys can send me Happy Mail if you want to. Not that I expect anything. Like, you guys don't have to send me anything. But if you want to, when I get my P.O. box set up, I'm welcome to it, you know. It's definitely, yeah, you do gummy bear vitamins. So most of my vitamins are regular pills, but I was told by my doctor to start taking vitamin D3 and calcium. And then I found this one. And I know they're like marketed towards ladies, but how sexist can a gummy, like how sexist can a vitamin be? And they're chocolate flavored. And look at these. They're like these little, they're tiny. Can't really see it because the light. And they're chocolate. It's like eating a piece of chocolate. They're so yummy. They're like chewy chocolate. So that helps me remember to take my vitamins. I get to take them twice a day, so I remember to take my meds. I'm like, oh yeah, chocolate. Yay. Yeah, hopefully you'll get to go back to Austria in August. I know this pandemic has really put a big, wrench into any travel plans anybody has. But as long as you're safe and healthy wherever you're at, Whisper, that's what really matters. The chocolate things aren't allowed? They're not allowed there? Or the cannabis? Because, I know cannabis isn't allowed a lot of places, which is unfortunate because it helps me a lot. I don't ingest it, though. I use it as a topical because when I ingest it, and I do if I need to, my anxiety, I am so paranoid. It is not good for me. You can't have chocolate. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense because my kids want to eat my vitamins. Honestly, I have to explain to them, they're old enough to understand that, no, you can't have those, but they get gummy vitamins too. They have their own vitamins. I do understand though, because, if a kid got a hold of it, they could get really sick. You don't want to deal with that. But anyway, I don't know if you guys can tell how tired I am today, but I'm tired today. I gotta be honest, this fatigue is just crushing. I woke up this morning. Well, my husband woke me up this morning. He's so sweet. Every morning he brings me coffee before he wakes me up. I usually wake up to the sound of him setting down my coffee mug because he's like a modern day Romeo. But this morning I woke up and I just want to go back to bed. I am so tired. Yeah. I don't usually look this tired. It's always hit or miss. Some days I feel great and I look great and I'm energetic and happy. And today I am so tired. Yesterday I lost my voice. It came back. It's probably going to go again. So today's one of those days where I can't really do much. I think I've done one row on this Trinity stitch blanket and cut the soap that I made yesterday. Edited a video and now I'm here. And that's it. That's been my whole day. So yeah, I know you know the signs, Whisper. I'm not offended. I know I look tired because I am tired. And if I wasn't so washed out by the light, you'd be able to see these big. There you go. Now you can see them. These bags under my eyes here. I'm actually kind of grateful for the overexposure because I don't actually look bad on camera right now. I look better than I do in the mirror and that's not being mean to myself. That's just the truth. I look tired because I am tired, and that's okay. Yeah. That's the thing about ads too, is you never know when you're going to have a good day or when you're going to have a bad day. And I do this, I call it being fatally optimistic, where if I have a bad day, that I almost refuse to acknowledge that it's a bad day because I don't want it to be a bad day, even when it is, so yeah, the panda eyes, right? Or the raccoon eyes, definitely trash panda eyes. That's what we call them. But yeah, I think that the lighting is definitely more flattering than not. So, but yeah, I'm having trouble holding myself up today. I have been wanting to like do all these different things. I can't find the motivation for it. I have orders to get out and it's just not happening today. Today is not the day, which is fine. You know, I deserve compassion. I deserve rest. I deserve to be taken care of. And those are the things that I'm doing for myself today. So I figured I would come on and show you guys my new magazine that I'm so excited about. Do you guys get these ones? Anybody here get Crochet World from Annie's? Because I don't know if they have it. Do they have it in the UK, Whisper? Crochet World, Annie's Crafts? Or is that a US company? I have no idea. I wonder. They have their information here. Let me see. They're based out of Texas. You can't get them there in Holland? Oh, I thought you were in the UK because we met at Crochet Rocks. Just everybody in that group is in the UK in my mind. No, I knew you were in Holland. I think you said that before, so I'm sorry. I know it's not the same country. I'm not that bad of an American, I promise. Well, maybe what I'll do then, because you guys don't... I bet you could get the digital version. But, Whisper, if you end up sending me something once I get a P.O. box, I'll send you this by the time I'm done reading it. Because you can't get it there. That's something I always thought was cool, the idea of, like, shipping each other things that you can't get where you're at. Because I know that Tracy's big on the, biscuit tea stuff. So I'll have to find some stuff we have in America that you guys don't have over there, and we'll have to swap or something. That'd be great. Just send you guys, send magazines and whatnot, whatever we have that you don't. And you'll have to send me chocolate. I know chocolate from Holland is good. I just know it. My dad brought me some once. It was amazing. Everybody talks about Belgian chocolate, but I love fruit teas. I love fruit teas. I'm a big fan. It's funny, everybody wants to send me teas, and I have this whole apothecary, and I make tea for, like, a living, but I never make it for myself, so I'm always welcome. I'm always, like, open to getting teas. Like, yes, please. Love tea. But, you guys, I think I'm going to log off because it's been about 42 minutes. And as you can tell, as Whisper can definitely tell, because my fellow zebra can recognize it, I'm fading, so I gotta go. I need to go lay down now. But I love a good tea with fruit in it. I love them. They're like candy, but they're good for you. But yeah, I'm gonna go lay down now because obviously I'm tired and I'm starting to sound like I have a cold. I don't. I have EDS. But I also have yarn, so it's all gonna be okay, right? So thank you guys so much for like coming on and seeing me and talking to me and like recognizing. Thank you for the zebra and you, honoring the zebra and me, Whisper. Don't forget, wash your hands, wear your masks, be kind to yourselves and each other. And you guys are all just precious, beloved beings. I cherish you so much. I'm so glad that you're here, and I will see you guys next time. All right. I'll go get some rest, I promise. Okay, bye, guys.